So we see that Arnold is making critics a little, asking critics to be a little wary, and he says that critics should desist from praising a work that falls short of a high and a perfect ideal. So he wants critics to be well read, and that well read and that well aware, so that they are able to decide a benchmark. They are able to come to a consensus regarding the standard of a particular work. And this the critic will be able to do only if he himself is well exposed to the long line of literary tradition. And for this, Arnold feels that the critic should not only be aware of the noteworthy works and the literary texts of repute in his language, but also of other cultures and other geographies like maybe Greek literature, Roman literature, and Eastern antiquity. So he is looking at a more holistic kind of understanding of literature and an exposure to it. And Arnold sincerely believes that if a critic is very committed to his vocation, if a critic is honest, bias free, and he has transcended his reservations, his personal biases and prejudices, and if criticism is done sincerely, then it can give a sense of creation to the critic. And here I have a quote for you by Matthew Arnold, in which he says that it is the business of criticism to know the best that is known and thought in the world. So he says it is the business, it is the job of criticism. Criticism's basic objective should be to know what is the best that is known and thought. So the best of knowledge and the best of ideas. So what is that which is known and thought of as best in the world? And in its turn, by making this known, so it is the job of criticism to first of all uh, get to know what is best in the world in terms of ideas and thoughts and knowledge, and then bring it to the reader and to the writer. So, and then making this known to create a current of true and fresh ideas. So, criticism should be able to create a current. A current, again, he's using a metaphor of a river. So, like a river has a current, criticism needs to have a current, a momentum of its own, so that it, and what kind of a momentum should this have, and what kind of things this should offer? It should offer incessantly, there should be an incessant flow of new and fresh ideas which should be true. Right? So these are some of Arnold's views about criticism. And then we will see how subsequently you have modern critics like T.S. Eliot who take a leaf out of Arnold's critical theory and they expand on it. But that is going to come up in the subsequent videos.